Meow, meow.
Hey everybody, Alfred here. Welcome to my channel. Kick back and relax. Take a look at the garden.
Merry Christmas, guys. A lot happening at the garden. Let's go in. All right, guys. Lots happening today at the garden. First, let's say hi to the kitty. Hello, kitty. What are you doing? Okay, gonna get back to the garden. Guys, things are going on at the garden. Amazing things. I've got tomatoes growing. I got tomatoes. Look at this. Freaking tomatoes. Can't believe it. And if that isn't enough, there are small flowers developing on the cucumbers. Guys, amazing things are happening here at the garden. It's only been a week since I made my last video, and there are tomatoes growing and flowers on the cucumbers. Pretty damn cool. So that's basically the highlight or the headlines of what's going on around here, guys. But let's look at everything. So we got the yarrow garden here, the tomato plant. Listen, I cut the tomato plant one more time. I cut the hell out of it 3 times now. I'm not going to cut it anymore. At this point, I feel like I cut it too much. I might have messed things up. Don't really know exactly, the best way to do this or not. But I would tell you that when I cut that big branch over there, it kind of like forced fruited the development of the tomatoes. I don't think those tomatoes would have grown at that point if I didn't cut that big branch there. So there was a little something good out of the picture with that. So but I'm not cutting it anymore. I'm only cutting things that are ridiculous or dying. That's it. No more trimming. We're gonna let this thing grow. We got very thick stems on this all over the place now. So there's really no reason for me to be cutting things anymore. The cucumber, I've been trying to push it towards this, going up this way, with these 2 sticks. But this, look at this, guys, a little arm, a little teeny arm. The cucumber is grabbing it with its little arm. That's the first little arm I've seen so far, and it like found its way to grab this post, which is really cool. So at some point, I'm going to try to really direct it, to the left here, and because it's probably going to grow pretty high. Okay, let's look at this project, the cucumber that we have over here. This cucumber's looking pretty good, guys. I've been giving it more light, direct light, with one of these lights here. And I've noticed a huge difference. Probably if you go back to the last video, you will too. All right, guys, put everything into the dirt now. The tomato plants and the cucumbers are in soil now. I got these bags. And guys, this light kind of like, I know it ruins the way things look, so hold on a second. Let me do this. So basically, I took the 3 best tomato plants, I put it in here, and I put all the rest in here. The freaking light fell, hit one of the tomato plants, it died. So I took one of the plants from here and I transferred it. And it was the best plant out of all of them. It got hit by the light, and then I don't know what happened to it. It never recovered. It just fell flat, it wilted, and that was it. But basically I got the cucumbers here too, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff here set up now. So once the cucumbers start grabbing, it'll be pretty cool. The way that they'll probably hopefully wrap around these sticks, and they'll have a little bit of ways to go up. So let's look at this project with the tomato plants. Look at this thing, guys. It's growing pretty good. This one that I planted in here is growing really good. This one here, I moved it around, I cut a branch and stuff, and hasn't looked good since. I'm hoping it's going to recover. The San Marzano is really looking well. I pushed them down a little bit, and they're looking really good. This is my hosh posh here with the lettuce. I took all the tomato plants out now because all the tomato plants are in the bigger bags. These are the lettuce. The lettuce are growing, they're growing kind of wild. They should be like 6 to 8 inches away from each plant. Obviously, that's not what's happening here. And these are the San Marzanos that are in the soil here that have been growing and growing and growing. Every day they get a little bit bigger now. They look like grass for like 2 weeks. Now they look great. The pepper plants are not doing anything, man. These are first things I planted. They're just like the same size for like weeks, it seems. I'm going to put these into a bigger planter, bigger pot, and with some new dirt, because when I did change these over, when I transplanted them, I did notice that they had very long roots. So maybe they're just, maxed out on this pot. And this is the lettuce that I'm growing in here. I've been messing around with this project. This little project here hasn't really done too well. I've had to switch it around a few times. I don't know what I was doing wrong with it. So let's just talk about a couple quick things. So basically, this is the grow bags. These are the grow bags I bought. It was a pretty good deal. It was about 25 bucks or something like that. It's like less than $5 a bag, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a 10-gallon bag. So I did get some Miracle Grow. I got this for about $8 on Amazon. It's got 24 packets. Each packet makes a gallon, which is, and you use it every 7 to 14 days. So I'm doing it about every 7 days. I'm just watering it with a little bit, but a gallon, I use about a third of a gallon to water my stuff. So one of these little packets alone is gonna last a minute. I'll just show it to you really quick. It's almost like a Crystal Light packet or something like that. But basically, you just take that, you pour it into your, if you're outdoors, you just pour it into that traditional gallon, pour. But okay, so basically we got that. We're just starting with that now, so that will be a 7 to 14 day thing for now on. I did want to say one other thing too. I did go get I filled up these things. It takes about they're 10 gallons, okay, but I put 8 gallons in, which is 16 quarts. And before I went to any stores, I just went online, like at Home Depot, and they had like a Miracle Grow version. And it was like I don't even remember the price, but it was like on the higher side of the price. So I ended up going to like a garden center, and they had 3 different types of. Remember I told you guys last time I'm using indoor soil. You guys got to get indoor soil, or you have 1,000 bugs. You can see the bugs flying. Look, there's all sorts of little bugs flying around in here too. But basically, the soil ranged from $14. And that's a 16 quart bag, which is 8 gallons, which is enough to fill this thing up, not exactly up to the top, but that's where we want to be. $14, and the highest price bag was $32, which is like a pretty big difference. So I was basically asked the person there, like what am I missing out on if I buy the $14 stuff, And she was basically like nothing, in a sense. So I just went ahead and bought that. So I bought 3 bags, which was enough to fill up these 3, and it cost me about like 30 some odd dollars, which is really cool because I thought I was going to be spending at least 50% more, maybe even double the amount. The name of this was like Hampton soil or something like that. But depending on where you live, they may have different stuff. But my point is, don't just run to Home Depot and think that they're the best, and you don't want to go to the garden place because the garden place is usually more expensive. Shoot by the garden place, take a minute, or give them a call and see what they have going on, because they may have some different alternatives to the Miracle Grow company, you know what I mean? Which is probably, maybe the more expensive one. But if you want to stick with that, then stick with it. If price is no option, you want to spend it, spend it. Guys, look at these tomatoes. I'm losing my mind. I am losing my mind over this, guys. There's about 12 of them. I was counting them out, and it's like with all these teeny tiny ones. I just got the camera here, guys. I hope you're seeing it. With all these teeny tiny ones, it's about a dozen. So that'd be really cool, man. I'm thinking like maybe about a month from now, I may have some tomatoes here, guys. So, shocking revelations of the tomato growth and the 2 flowers forming on the cucumber. Quite amazing, guys. Guys, thanks for coming by and checking out things with me today. It's getting really exciting now. It seems like every week there's something, really cool happening. So I'll be back in a week. Please check it out.